Hey, this is Chip Sharon. I want to discuss with you about the TC Electronic Street Team and the enjoyment that we've gotten out of it, but most importantly, the enjoyment that you all have gotten out of it. Now, the idea was kind of simple. I remember I was sitting on an airplane and a kid came to me that was a young musician, actually was a bass player, and he said, you know, I live in Wyoming and I heard that this is some great stuff, but you know, we don't have any real access to see what the gear looks like. I said, you know what, that's something else, because I'm a talented musician and this is great gear. I think everybody should have some kind of an access to see the good stuff versus just seeing the stuff that they're told that, well, this is it. So the Street Team was its, just by name, our community outreach, or our way of reaching out, make sure people had an opportunity to experience TC Electronic, the bass amps, cabs, all of the wonderful tone print ideas that we have, and get a chance to see what real high quality thinking. I can tell you one of the amazing things about the relationship we've had with TC Electronic is their understanding that if we don't reach out to the community to get you all to see and understand how important and how good this gear is, then it ends up being just pretty pictures on the back of a magazine. Just definitely didn't want that to happen for you. So what we're doing with the Street Team is doing that. We're reaching out. We're coming to you. We're bringing this great equipment, great talents, great thinking, tone print, all of the wonderful EQ ideas, wonderful different cabinet constructions and ideas to you directly. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of, instead of looking at a magazine saying, man, it's mighty pretty, but I wonder what it sounds like. Well, we really want you to experience the real meaning of what it is. And there's a service to that as well. I mean, you know, one of the great things about TC Electronic, it's a software company that has just an insurmountable, no ceiling way of thinking about doing things. But we want you to experience just that. So the Street Team is going to continue to bring this stuff to you. I've got a wonderful team that I put together of some very talented guys who, just like me and you and many others, grew up in the communities. I mean, it kind of starts some in schools, a lot in churches. Great safe place to play, me and Sean have talked about in churches. And of course, as you learn, we want you to understand that TC Electronic is right with you with that. So one of my great friends, Trey Gilbert, community guy, grew up in the churches.
Yes, sir.
Now, new addition, old edition, Connie, Bobby Brown. I mean, God knows a list of who this guy's played with. But more important than anything else, he grew up understanding that if not for the support of his community, he wouldn't have the talents. So TC is going to make sure that we continue to reach people like him. Sean Michael Ray, out of the Bible Belt, great town of Birmingham, Alabama, now living in Atlanta, has played with everybody else. I think he played with Ulysses S. Grant and Beethoven.
It was a hot gig.
It was a hot gig, the Beethoven gig. I heard he has a hell of a horn section, Beethoven does.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Dude,
he actually played bass with Beethoven. It was a funky gig. Grew up in a wonderful community, you know, like Birmingham and many other towns like that. We wanted to make sure that a person like Sean, who's done tremendously well with Deion Ferris and Alex Bouillon and so many others, that we can bring that next person up, because Lord knows, one of you all out there, you're going to replace them. And me and my buddy Morton Ellis, who really is a bad MF. But the Street Team is here for you. We're here to answer your questions. We're here to support you. Go to the TC Electronic Street Team page. You can find us on Facebook. That's right, Facebook, not Bookface, whatever it is, but you can find us. We've got information that's always on there. We're going to start doing some real great Q&As about how a lot of these monster musicians, all right, are actually using this stuff. So ask away. We'll show you. We'll bring it to your doorstep. Like I said, Street Team, TC Electronic. Can I get a boom shakalaka?
boom shakalaka.
You know that Morton Ellis?
Yeah.
You know him?
Light-skinned fella, short, kind of tall.
Kind of funky. He kind of designs his stuff, but do you really know him?
I mean, can he play for real?
Oh my God, that dude is a bad motherfucker.